Here's some great information provided to you by City TV as we deal with these extreme temperatures the next couple of days.
Since Tennessee and Murfreesboro especially are facing record lows that we've not seen since the early 1990s, our police officers are out looking for people who may be in danger as a result of this cold weather that we're having. Officers are looking for any individuals who may be homeless, who may be staying in Murfreesboro, passing through out in the cold, whether they be homeless or people out using the parks and rec systems. We're out looking for people who are in the cold who may be in distress. Now, if an officer comes across someone who is homeless and appears to be in distress or needs some assistance, they're giving them information about the local shelters and the help that is available to them in this very cold weather. If someone sees a person who appears to be in distress on the side of the road or elsewhere, if they have information about that person, call our communications section at 893-1311, and we'll dispatch a police officer to go out and just engage with that individual, offer them the resources that are available, and see if any medical attention is needed. When it gets this cold, it can be deadly.
With the cold weather we're experiencing right now, we want to make the community aware that we have a drop-in emergency shelter program for men that is called Coldest Nights. It is a partnership between the Journey Home, First Baptist Church, and the Salvation Army, where anytime the temperature is below 30 degrees, and that would certainly be true for tonight, we want to be able to provide a warm, safe place for people to be in order that their life and health is not threatened. So if anyone has a need, or if you know anyone that has a need, basically folks can show up tonight at the Salvation Army Gymnasium. It's the left-hand door as you face the building. The Salvation Army, which is on Main Street at New Salem Highway, and they would show up between 7 o'clock p.m. and 9:30, and we will be glad to have accommodations for them. We'll have cots, we'll have blankets, we'll have warm coffee, we'll have snacks, and we'll make sure that, that they get through this cold weather okay. Also, for women and children, there's another program called the Way of Hope, and that makes a pickup at the Journey Home and also at the library and a couple of other spots. And that is operated by Brad Blomgren, and folks can get in touch with Brad, or they can just show up at the Journey Home or the library by 5 o'clock for pickup. If folks do encounter an emergency after hours, they can contact the Murfreesboro City Police or the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. They do have information about both the Way of Hope and the Coldest Nights program and can transport people to the programs.
Definitely want to make sure that if you're using any type of heating source, that it stays away from any combustible materials such as blankets, furniture, clothing, that type of thing. We see a lot of accidents happen in the home where clothing or furniture has been too close to a space heater, and that's never a good thing. If you're using any type of fireplace, whether it be portable or be standard in your home, also if you're using any kind of fueled heating source, you want to make sure that you definitely have a working carbon monoxide detector in your home. And you want to also make sure with whatever type of heating source you're using and all throughout the year to make sure that your smoking detectors are in working order.
First off, what you need to do is you need to go out and make sure all your outside vents are closed on the house. Or if you can't close the vents, it would be in your best interest to have a piece of cardboard or some type of foam board and place over the vents to block the cold air from getting under the house. This will help prevent freezing of the pipes. Outside faucets, you either need to wrap them with some type of cloth, or you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, or any hardware store and pick up a cover that is very easily installed over the top of the faucets, outside faucets. If you're inside the house, you would want to open all your cabinet doors so the heat will get under the cabinets to keep those lines from freezing. Maybe start your pipes or start your faucets with a small stream just beyond a drip. And it doesn't hurt to have all your faucets to do this in case one of your lines is exposed to an outside wall that could freeze.
Currently, we feel like the streets look really well. Last night we actually responded. We came in yesterday afternoon at 5 o'clock. We pulled a 12-hour shift, 5 to 5, had 12 men here with 6 trucks, and salted all night. We tried to catch that critical point just after the rainfall and right before the freeze, and was able to put down a good layer of salt, and everything seemed to work out great. Streets look clear, so we're happy about that. What we're doing right now and preparing for tonight is just we've got some guys that's already on call, that stay on call 24/7. We have a couple trucks that's loaded and ready to go, and the only thing that we're expecting is maybe a busted water line or something like that, and we want to be able to get out and respond to that. But as far as any other precipitation coming in, we don't see that, so we feel like we're in good shape.
We always suggest that if you're going to keep your pet outside, that it definitely has shelter, that it has bedding down, either wood chippings or hay, anything that can help keep the dog warm. We don't suggest blankets because if they get wet, it's just going to keep the dog cold. So it's always best to use wood chippings or hay. We ask that the shelter has a roof and 3 solid sides, and it's always best if it has a nice solid floor. Obviously, our best suggestion though is to keep the dog inside, just to make sure he stays warm. Absolutely. If there's any problems, if there's a dog without shelter, just tied outside to a tree without any kind of bedding or anything, absolutely give us a call. Our phone number is 615-898-7740.
Murfreesboro Electric is anticipating that we'll hit some record demands over the next couple of days, but we're really not looking that we're going to have any type of problems on our systems. You know, there's always isolated incidences where, you know, equipment failure, things like that. So we do want to encourage our customers, if, you know, the power goes out, if they hear a loud noise, anything like that, to be sure to call us and let us know about that, and that just helps us in the as we're getting out there to get it repaired as soon as possible. Also want to tell people that, you know, the key here to keep our system managing the load as well as the customer managing their bill is to conserve, and especially when the temperatures get so cold, you know, do the best you can, keep your heat as low as you can possibly stand it, put blankets on their beds, wear more clothes, whatever you need to do. And then there's simple things that you can do around your house, such as your doors. You know, get some towels and lay them on the bottom of the door, or take a blanket and tack it to where it covers the whole door frame. You know, any windows where air or anything like that can get through. You know, if you do those simple things, those are free. That's something you can just go to the closet, get a towel and put it down there, and that's going to help keep those temperatures, you know, on the outside, not coming in on the inside. So the main thing is to conserve. If you want more tips on conserving, you can go to our website at murfreesboroelectric.com, or you can go to TVA's website at energyright.com, and both will give you some great things that you can do around your house to conserve during this time.
Also, for your information, Murfreesboro City Schools and Rutherford County Schools are closed Tuesday, January 7th, 2014.